One of the things that we've talked a lot about recently within Athletes in Action is how to use the platform of sport to in some way decrease suffering around the world. Now that may sound a little idealistic, it may even sound too ambitious for a sport ministry to want to take on something like that. But through partnerships with other ministries, through asking the question of those who are already on the ground in different countries, we think that there's ways that we can help people, not just in sharing the gospel verbally with them, but in maybe even changing their physical circumstances while we're there. Some examples even from the past that we've had our teams take part in are helping at an orphanage. We've talked about what it would look like to perhaps dig a well in a place where there's not water to drink. Maybe even something as simple as building a basketball court so that kids in the neighborhood have a place to stay out of trouble and to gather together. Could make all the difference in the world in a place where they don't have resources. So we're brainstorming ways, and we're talking to other ministries about ways that we might be able to use the platform of sport, not just to build spiritual movements, but also to help people who have far fewer resources than we have. You could come along and help us figure out how to do that in different parts of the world.
Again, the question to me is not why would I do something like this, but why wouldn't I? Any chance we get to be a part of steps of faith and growth in our life, that we're being pushed out of our own comfort zone and pushed out of the things that we feel like we have control over, it causes growth in our life, and it causes growth in our relationship with God. And there's just no better way to live.
So why would you want to lead one of our teams? Pure and simple, change lives. Your life is going to be changed as you get outside of your American bubble, your Christian bubble here in the States, and see what it's like in other parts of the world. You're going to be able to invest in the lives of college and post-collegiate athletes who are still in their maturity level stages, and you're able to help them grow in their understanding of who they are in Christ and be able to walk for a lifetime in ministry. You'll also be able to then help establish the Athletes in Action ministry in the countries that you're going to, but most importantly, you're going to be spreading the seeds of the gospel around the world that will make an eternal difference.
Be motivated by the idea of seeing people that God has used in your life. They're going to be in heaven because of how God worked through you. Little things you said, little things you did, and God used that later to help them to see that they needed to turn from self and sin to Christ. It's going to be an unbelievable time.